Fam 305. Yes, we live. The Fam 305. Take a ride. The Fam 305. Yes, all night. The Fam 305. Let's get right. The Fam 305. Sit back and take a ride. The Fam 305. Let Guru pick your mind. The Fam 305. Mama G ready all the time. The Fam 305. K-Dub sniping on the right. The Fam 305. Dre talking ish all night. The Fam 305. Like, share, and subscribe. The Fam 305. The Fam 305. The Fam 305. Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, no pa tanto. No pa tanto. Hey, no pa tanto. Hey, no pa tanto. No pa tanto. No pa tanto. No pa tanto.
There you go.
All right, y'all. Here's your host for tonight for the Fam 305 podcast.
Yeah, that's horrible when people don't come. That's the worst. No pa tanto.
And we're back, the Fam 305 with the Rec Group podcast. I am your host tonight with a very special guest. I am the Guru, and of course, this across from me is the Patriot. How you doing, man?
I'm doing delightful. How are you?
I'm okay. You know, spring break's here. The weather's still coolish.
Yeah, it's been coming on and off for sure.
On and off. Yeah, we're getting those cycles where it warms up and then it cools off, and
I think tomorrow it goes back to being hot again.
yeah, all the way straight through the weekend.
Probably, I don't even know if we'll get any more cool after that. Feels
Uh,
like it's getting there.
Oh God, I hope we do get a few more. Like I know April every now and then you'll get a cold front or a cool front, but then May it just becomes oppressive.
We can only dream.
Yeah. So, as you know, the Patriot, he partakes in polyamory, and for those who have not listened to this podcast before, and this is the first time ever listening to this, like, what the hell is a polyamory? Well, what is he talking about? So, Patriot, can you please fill in our listeners on what this is?
Absolutely. My goal or belief is that you can have more than one love. Like, you can have a deep, intimate connection with more than one person. So you date more than one person and try to find those partners. If you can find more than one that's lifelong, you keep them. You know? The types of dynamics in relationships are vast. It's just person to person, kind of. Like, I am open to all kinds of things. Like, I wouldn't mind just dating separate, where it is like I have girlfriends that never interact, but I also wouldn't mind being in a polycule where it's like we live with each other and their other boyfriend might live with us type thing.
Wow.
Just as long as everyone's like gets along all right.
So, we've done a few episodes already with the Patriot. There's a few of them. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but we talk a lot about his different relationships, and I find it just, I'm so very interested because I'm a Latin person, so I would never be able to do that. So for me, it's just like, wow, I can't believe you would even try that. But I just love the stories. I just love the interactions and just the things that take place.
Honestly, the world isn't really ready for it.
It's hard.
In the future, people will have it a lot easier than I do now. But that's kind of what it's about for me. Like, you got to martyr through to make it normal.
Yeah.
But most people do treat me like an alien, or like my ideals are crazy or insane or just implausible. Like, there's just no way. I've had people literally tell me they don't believe it can be a thing, and I'm like, that's funny, because I know people in long relationships, and it's like there are people who have lived with their multiple partners and died and been happy. So why do you not think it's possible?
I think there's religious and control constructs that are in place, that have been in place for generations, and I think this type of open relationship style, it kind of goes out of bounds with a lot of those constructs. Like, you have to get married, you have to be with one partner. Even in wildlife, some animals only have one partner, but then there's others that aren't. So I think there's a lot to it. So All right, let's get into our individual stories.
I think the perk for us is that we have the cognitive, conscious thought to decide for ourselves, rather than base it on the instinct. If you go back, there are plenty of there isn't eras where our past humans didn't do monogamy. Like that wasn't a thing.
Right.
It's something that they just came up with. Like,
Yeah.
we're going to make rules, and this new rule is that you can only get one, and then you raise your one kid. That way everybody can keep track of everybody.
Exactly, and that's where it kind of ties into what I like talking about, control and all that. But also, I just like to hear these crazy stories and great stories from Patriot, because it's just I can't believe he's doing this. All right, so which one do you want to start off with? I give you the control of this. So who are we talking about here today?
I have two, love interests, so to speak. One is going for polyamory. The other one is monogamous. So what do you want to hear about first?
Let's go with the polyamorous, because the monogamy ones I always like to see where their mind is at. But let's go with the actively polyamory.
I've talked about them before.
Yes.
Then a girl I've known for a couple of years now, and we are very good friends.
And she used to work here at the
yes, at the place we don't talk about.
the place we talk about.
Yeah.
That shall not be named.
Yeah, so we've known each other for a minute, and I think we've both liked each other on and off the whole time, like here and there. But she's been in a monogamous relationship the whole time, so it's always been with that mindset, like nothing's ever gonna happen. Like, we're never gonna be a thing. Like, I just kind of got used to it. Well, a couple weeks ago, the boyfriend sat me down. And
you guys are friends, right?
Oh yeah, him and I are very good friends.
So this was, and I kind of remember going back. This was a long distance relationship between her and this guy.
Yeah.
And the whole thinking was, well, at some point he's going to come and move here.
Yeah.
Take it to the next level.
Yeah, he moved. Well, they were at their level already. She was, probably just debating whether or not the relationship would continue because it was long distance.
Right.
And I did hear they struggled during that phase, but
him coming here
before he came here.
Okay.
But he did move here over a year ago, and we've been hanging out about twice a week since. And the three of us are
great.
Peas in a pod.
Peas in a pod, but
he
no
did,
polyamory pea in a pod, right? Or get to that.
No. He did pull me aside a couple weeks ago and say he wanted to open the relationship and be polyamorous.
Now, initially, when he first moved here, was he aware of you?
Yes.
Okay. And did you ever approach her or him about this at that time, or no?
She asked him to open back then. And
he said what?
Shortly after he moved here.
And what did he say?
No.
And this is obviously after he met you.
Correct.
Not before.
Yeah. No, we didn't talk. They didn't talk to me about it.
So she just did it.
She did it.
And you had no idea that she was going to kind of propose that to him.
Yeah. She told me after the fact that, I asked him, and then he said no. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
We're still friends. We're cool.
Good to know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So then you fast forward to a few weeks ago.
He wants to open the relationship. He caught feelings for someone else. He had a crush for a little while, and then spending time with that person, it started to develop. So he was like, okay, now I get it. You can care about someone, be excited about someone else, and have all that, and then it does not lessen what you have with who you were already with at all. I still feel immense love for her, even though I'm catching feelings over here. Okay, I get it. So, I think she gave him some time just to settle with it and figure out his feelings and process all of it. But she did eventually ask him to open the relationship. She wanted her romantic partner, the next one, to be me.
Now, was he sanctioned by this girl to say go ahead and talk to the one that he was starting to have feelings for? Did you know of? Did he actually go out with that girl, or no? Or he was just talking about it?
She hangs out in our actual friend group.
Okay, so she's part of this group.
Her. Yeah. They do hang out one-on-one, yes. I don't believe he has told her about his feelings, no.
So we don't know that she's open to this?
Oh, she's in a monogamous relationship herself.
Oh my God. But she doesn't, But
she's open. She's told me, because polyamory comes up as a
So you
topic
guys
with
crossed-
me around.
and she says she's open to that.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I think it's like such a great social dynamic, and I think it's such a fun thing to think about, and I really like it, and blah blah blah. She's just in a monogamous relationship because her boyfriend isn't about it.
Yeah, I see, and that shuts it down.
But yeah, regardless, he still feels the way he feels and wants to open things and is open to the concept of finding more people. So she said the boundary she wants is to just basically like romantically cuddle. Like she wants to just hold someone else, kind of
No.
see how they feel about that and like explore that on their own.
Romantically cuddle, so we talking just like groping, not groping, but
groping.
just like spooning.
Yeah, but
Just
with
spooning.
more with the intention of catching feelings and testing that compatibility.
But nothing
physically going on. No.
Just-
no kissing,
just-
no nothing.
just like a bunt, not even first base, right? We're just talking
Basically.
bunting.
They're putting their foot in the water.
Put your foot in the water. All right. So the assumption was that this was gonna start then, right? Like, so okay, so I'm gonna get to start this polyamorous relationship with this girl.
Well, he brought up that he wanted to open the relationship. I told him he should talk to his significant other about it, and then that's what he did. And they had the discussion of their boundaries, and then he came back to me and told me, like, all right, like, she told me, like, by the way, like, she told me she wants you as a partner,
And he was okay with this?
and he said no.
Now why?
That's what I said. He said basically because it feels like a threat to him that she's known me for the 2 years, that she's liked me for the 2 years the whole time, basically, and they've been together for 3 years, so it's too close. And if it was someone else, it would be a fresh start. So he'd have 3 years on him, feel more secure.
So he's insecure about
He's
what your relationship is
he
with her.
said that he's afraid I would try to replace him.
Did you like say, hey, that's not my thing, or
Well, first of all, he knows that's not my thing because other people have said this same worry, and I'm like, I don't ever want to do this. Like, I want to take and
Right.
be whatever my role is and not interrupt their role or take their role at all. This is the fourth time this has happened, actually, that someone said, oh, no, not this guy specifically, because he'll try to take the primary spot. And I don't know what the theory behind why is that I'm just so honest about being okay with everything that no one trusts me.
but
So yeah, I
So-
told him, I tried to tell him, like, that's not really, like, that's kind of frowned upon in the poly open community to be like, no, I don't want you to be with
right,
this person.
because you're creating problems.
Yeah, but he said
you do
his
that, I mean-
reason is that he doesn't want me to change the dynamic of the relationship. And I said, I'm fine
but-
abiding by all the same exact rules as any stranger would be abiding by and not interrupting in any way. And he just said he doesn't trust that I would do that.
So for anyone else, it was okay.
Correct.
If it was like
Well,
Joe Blow.
there's one other guy that did something inappropriate the same way that probably worse than I did. I don't actually know the story. But enough that he's banned as well, but she's not going after him anyway. But he was like, pretty much anyone else is okay except me, by the logic of, since we liked each other before this is...
He's threatened by you.
Yeah, that's what he literally said, that he sees me as a threat to the relationship and that I would try to replace him.
But, so then he's truly not putting his foot in the water, right?
It is correct.
in
And
my opinion,
they
from
are
my point
testing
of view.
things, which is fine. Like, they are figuring out things. So it makes sense for them to want to be cautious about how, they're going about this. But in the acting we're poly community, yes, that is a very frowned upon behavior. And then he's just trying to protect his primary relationship because he doesn't want to stop being primaries ever. Like, he wants them to stay, it's us, and then everybody else is
But
kind of who they are.
It sounds like he wants his cake and eat it too, because,
That's why it's frowned upon?
that's what it sounds like to me.
Because
He's like, well, I'm with my girl, but
I
see this other one on the side.
I
like,
did literally say, hey, anyone you bring in, regardless of strange or known, is changing the dynamic of the relationship. And he was like, and he just meant the primary thing. And I was kind of like, okay, but like, Like, the person you're seeing technically, like the girl he wants, technically has the power to try to do that. To try to take the primary spot. To try. Not succeed, you know, because she probably wouldn't if she tried. But anybody you bring in has that notion. And but
Have
yeah.
a good night. Have a good night, crazy girl. That's another one. But anyways, yeah, I just, in my opinion, my 20,000 feet up in the air look macro view of this whole dynamic. He like, shit. Oh, I like this girl. Well, then let me act like I'm a polyamorous so I can do that. But then once he figures out, well, who is my girl gonna talk to? Well, it's you.
No, she's got other options for sure. Like, it will take her no time to find other people. So,
but I think it's not going to work in any of those. If she picks another guy that's not you, I think the same thing's going to happen. In my opinion.
I don't think so.
No?
No, I think he would let her.
He'd be okay with it. But just you. You're the only one. And the other one.
Because I do think he genuinely sees me as, you know, the emotional threat. Like, because...
And you guys are friends.
Because she cares... He can tell. He says, like, I've known from the beginning that you guys care about each other so much. Like, I can... The sense of care is there. To me, romantic love is built. If you don't have romantic experiences with someone, it's not a romantic love. The love we have for each other is like a platonic care, like almost familial. We just also like each other and want to explore where that might go. But
so that would
his fear is like
it's gonna overtake his, and
well, his fear is that it would succeed from. Basically, like, we already know we like each other. We already know we're compatible. So we would be something if we tried to be something. And he's not sure if he's ready for something. You know what I mean? Like, he wants it to be the baby step of just, like, we kind of like each other and are cuddling and figuring that out. But for us, it would be like we're cuddling, but we know we like each other. So it only goes up from there. And he doesn't want any of the up anytime soon.
Yeah, you know.
And for me, it's like, that's still, even if he's okay with like a year from now, I'm ready for us to try to go beyond whatever that, even if he never does that, like, let's just be only together and we just only have friends that we kind of cuddle and have affection with. I would be okay with just being that. That's the frustrating part, is like they talk about moving a lot. So if they were to move in like a year from now, like, I wouldn't try to stop them. Like, I wouldn't try to do anything of that sort.
Yeah, that's them, man.
I would be like, let me cuddle until then, and like, if I can see you guys after and we all still have that compatibility, then hell yeah, I want to keep trying to keep things going to being whatever they are, even if it is just this forever. And I don't know. Because I am so close to him, I cried about it. I've had 3 other people have this kind of topic. Oh no, yeah. One guy literally said I was too hot, so she would fall in love with me, and said no. And I've had other one, oh no, he's just saying he's gonna not be a problem because he plans to be a problem. Like, he's gonna get you invested, or he's gonna act shocked by it. And I'm like, no, I just want to have what I'm allowed to have and build my own thing for whatever it's allowed to be, and just enjoy the hell out of that. Like,
you're threat. Like, a lot of people are threatened by you. It seems like a lot of
I've lost just actual platonic friends because I'm polyamorous, and they're like, oh, that means he's gonna fuck you. Like, nope, not even gonna try to. It's also not my fault. It's also not my fault if I am capable of it. I'm still not gonna try it.
But that, like I said, that's a slippery slope. And like I said, people that are in that,
I get the logic behind the jealousy. Like, I get it.
Yeah, well, it's human nature.
Mm-hmm.
You're with someone, and then you open yourself up for another relationship, and it lends itself to that. If you're not strong enough, I think it's not for everyone. That's why I honestly say I couldn't do that. I cannot. I mean, my current
that's how
version of me couldn't do it.
That's why it's like it's just frustrating because I know my own thoughts and feelings. Like, I know I'm not going to be like, she's mine. I'm not. And I know her pretty well enough to know that she also isn't going to do that. Like, she wants him.
But there's always that chance.
No, she wants him to be her primary, and she has never second guessed that. Like, She just knows she's capable of having strong connections with other people, should she be allowed to. So she just wants me to be connection number 2. And if we did, like, my dream, like I said, is to live with a couple like that. And him and I get along so well that I would love to live with the 2 of them, and him and I just share a girlfriend. Like, that would be amazing.
And you'd be living in Utah.
I feel like if he did understand, like, that doesn't take any time, from him. Like, I'm not trying to remove him from the picture or have him have less of her time in that way.
Do you know of any other polyamorous relationships that are like that? Like, they actually live together in the same house?
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're in the same house and they share.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
My buddy Robbie, he's married to his wife, and they share a master bedroom, and her girlfriend sleeps in the other room, and him and her are nothing. They're just friends.
They're just friends. There's no...
Yep.
But it's a polyamorous because...
Yeah.
But there's no sex.
She has sex with her. He doesn't have sex with her.
Oh, she has sex with her.
It's her girlfriend.
Oh. And he does not join in?
No.
So it's totally separate.
It's completely separate.
And he's okay with that?
Yep.
And he doesn't feel threatened by it?
Nope. I mean, he did in the beginning have his moments too, I'm sure.
Wow, that's crazy.
And they,
And they're married?
He's married, to his wife.
Do they have any kids?
No.
Okay. Wow. That's just... Man.
Yeah, I've known him since I was a kid.
Damn.
And he's not dating anyone else just because he doesn't really
but
like
he could.
anyone else. Yeah, he's allowed. Her preference is that he try to find it organically, just in that, like, you don't go seeking someone. Like, don't go on dating apps trying to find some girl. Like, just meet someone, and then when you're like, ooh, I like this one, bring it up, then try to, like, start planning.
But there's not many people that are that way, so I think it's very few and far between.
Yeah, that's my opinion on it, too.
That's not...
I think people should be free to figure out who finds their own certain something, and it shouldn't distract from your life. No, like, I wouldn't want it to be like I'm canceling plans with my primary because I want to go searching on, like, going out to, like, a dating night somewhere. Like, you probably shouldn't do stuff like that, but you should be free to find whomever fits you, whoever's actually compatible and good, because that's the hard part, is finding people who are compatible and good and actually trying to add to your life and not take away from it. Like, I have met a lot of the wrong people and avoided, all of it with little damage. Most of my damage came from monogamous relationships.
Of course. Wow. All right, so when we come back, we're gonna talk about the other story that Patriot has, because again, when you're talking about polyamory, there is multiple people that are involved in this one. He'll talk about this when we come back. All right, we're back. All right, so with Patriot's polyamory life, obviously he's always searching for that relationship, and he has another one that he's going to talk about now. And so I don't know if this is a new one. You got to catch me up because you have so many.
I meet people.
I know, but it's always a new. Every time I talk, it's like, hey, I got this one and this one. I'm like, what?
Well, here's the thing about me.
I keep track of all this.
I get it. I mean, I get crushes easy. I get infatuations easy.
Yeah.
Because I think most people, if I like their personality, I think most people are attractive. Like, if I'm actually just drawn in from the get-go to someone physically and then they're awesome, then I do get little instant infatuations. And this girl was one of those for sure. The first time we hung out,
Now, where'd you meet her?
At a gaming tournament, Smash Bros.
Okay.
Because I am an avid Smash Bros.
Yes, we know you're a Smash Bros. champion.
Yeah. So she beat me. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit. And it was funny because I couldn't use my controller at the time. So I was like, I didn't take it too serious because usually people don't beat me. So
you're that good, huh?
She beat me and I was like, damn, now I kind of want a rematch with my controller. And we eventually got to, and I did get my wins.
You
but
beat her.
We've played several times now, and we're pretty like 50-50 in wins. Like, it's awesome. I love that.
So she's very. So you found your
First of all, I like having
Gosh.
people that I have like even wins with, just as a rivalry in general.
Competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
It's just
yeah.
fun
Of
when
course.
someone's like your skill level.
Of course. You hate. Yeah.
But I've
route
definitely
knows.
always wanted to have a love interest who plays the games I
Yeah.
play at that same
That would
skill
be
level.
amazing, right?
So I was like, who the hell is this girl?
Right. Like.
But I didn't think in a million years she'd even want to bother talking to me, just because she
Why?
is like super good looking and she is like 11 or 12 years younger than me.
So she's very attractive.
Oh yeah.
She's younger.
Yeah.
And but why didn't you feel like you could talk to her? Like why? Because she's so good. Like I don't think that would be a problem for you, right? Considering your ability, you want to get involved. Like why wouldn't you just kind of?
No.
No?
You're making a common misconception here. That is a stereotype.
Okay, no.
Just because I'm
let's correct
polyamorous
it.
doesn't mean I'm good at talking to people. No, terrible.
I would think
I'm
that
so
would be
awkward.
okay.
No, I haven't gotten used to that at all.
But you guys had the game to break the ice, right? It wasn't like you were like walking up with her at a nightclub or a bar, like, "Hey, can I get your number? Can I talk? Can we
we
talk?"
we got along fine.
Yeah.
And I talked to her fine, mostly because I was like, there's no way she would have any interest in me. That's why it was kind of easy to talk in the beginning before.
Because you didn't feel like there was ever going to be anything more than that. You're just, oh, that's someone
Yeah.
I play against.
That's someone I'm going to play video
and
games
she's
with.
pretty cute. And like,
Yeah.
okay, but I'm not really.
It wasn't until we hung out, I can't remember, like the second or the third time, we hung out at a monthly tournament that is at Play Money. And that was when we had like more conversations where I was like, damn, she's awesome. Like I actually want to get to know her and like her. Like she seems really cool.
And did you feel like she felt like she was into you as well?
Oh no.
No.
I still
Not at all.
didn't think for a second.
Okay.
would
So
be
what changed?
remotely interested.
So what event? Like, okay, so what changed? Or is this still something that you're working through?
I think
or-
that's when I got her number, was at the Play Money place.
So you just said, hey, let me get your number and let's.
I don't actually remember how.
But you got her number.
But it happened.
But you got her number.
Yeah, we swapped. We chit chatted. We pretty much still hang out at the Island Route every Friday.
But you don't see her outside of that.
In the beginning, we hung out like, for the first few weeks, we hung out like every couple days.
Like you would meet her somewhere.
Yeah, usually Kava bar type places. But less lately. I won't go into her like personal business.
Yeah.
She's got,
Things.
things.
But now, do you think she could have this kind of lifestyle like you that you want, or no?
Well, hell no.
Okay, so have you gotten into at all? Is she with someone, or is that part of his personal story that you don't want?
She explained pretty early on that one, she could never do the polyamory thing.
So you brought it up, or did she kind of say?
I don't remember.
Okay, but she got wind of it somehow, some way.
It came up. It
It
comes
came
up.
up.
I mean, it's not like when people talk about liking people or doing things, it's, well,
By
here
the
I
way.
do this thing, yeah.
Yeah. So she was like, hell no, one
Yeah.
man, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, pretty much. So, I'm used to that too. So I was like, oh yeah, okay. Like I didn't think still that she would want to date me. So I still don't think she does.
Still don't think she does.
Oh, correct. No.
So there's no inkling at all that you think.
We've had lots of little cute moments, but
nothing to the level you're like, hey, I think.
in the beginning I was hoping that it meant she would like me. I mean, she did tell me like verbatim, like, she asked what I was thinking and how I felt, and I told her I liked her and hoped we would continue to like each other, and she said, well, I know I like you as a person, but like, do I like you? Like a little bit, like I can see it's starting to happen kind of thing.
She said that to you.
But said absolutely no interest in a relationship.
She said that
has
to you?
Her own, yeah, because she has her own things to work on. And
So
just
she's
can't-
not in an active relationship,
Correct.
but she's dealing with things.
Yes,
Okay, I think you mentioned that to me the other night.
I have told you
Yes.
this.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Well.
So I was like, that's fine. So we don't like. There's been a few times where she was worried she asked if I was trying to ask her out, and I was like, no.
Oh yeah.
So we've had like awkward moments for sure. I feel like because there's a tense. Does she think I'm doing this because I like her? Is
No.
that what she's thinking is happening?
Now tell me the story. I think you told me something the other night about like going out to eat or dinner or something. What was the story? You kept saying that she was like she kept prompting you, and you're like,
Yeah, I asked her if she wanted to get dinner or shoot pool, or no, I asked her if she wanted to come catch Pokemon with my Pokemon buddies.
and she
then-
plays that?
Yeah, she's actually higher level than me.
Oh damn! Look at
I
that.
told you this. We have a lot of things in common that I'm like, damn, it is.
She's definitely a.
It is unfortunate that we're incompatible in some
Right.
ways.
For now,
well,
I think. Or do you think this is she's just gonna be a friend and that's it?
I don't actually know who she's going to be at all. She's figuring that out.
And she's younger than you,
Yeah,
which that when you're younger, I mean, you know this, right? You're at an age.
she's got to
figure
figure
shit
things out.
You got to
Yeah.
figure shit out, right?
That's the thing of it, is I genuinely don't know who she's going to be, so we'll see who that is at the end. If I'm available and she's available, I would probably want to try to date if that is something she wanted. If not, I'm fine just being friends with her, like the way we are, fine. She's great. I love having someone to talk to about random things and things we like have in common. Like we have a ton in common, and just her weird sense of humor. She's very random. She makes me laugh a lot and blush a lot. So
You make
it's
her
enjoyable.
laugh a lot.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Do you feel like
some-
she?
yeah.
Do you feel like she enjoys your company?
Yeah, I mean, she keeps hanging out, so she's either bored or she
Does
enjoys
she
my
call you or
company.
you call her?
Oh no, it's pretty much me usually contacting her. But if I don't, she will like send me a snap or something. She communicates. I usually, just because I am someone who's active on my phone all the time, I usually messaging first.
Okay.
But there have been times she'll just send me stuff out of the blue.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
There are definitely affectionate things that happen. She
you
has
get little signs.
She has done things like sat in my lap, and like I put my arms around her waist, things like that. But she has sat in other people's lap. It's not like an exclusive to me thing. But I don't get jealous because I'm polyamorous, so I don't care about that shit.
Are you like?
I just enjoy that she likes to sit in my lap sometimes. We have like sat next to each other. We did. Oh yeah, we cuddled. We cuddled for like half an hour, like something like that. Yeah, so that's something. But she did say it was a platonic cuddle. She was very open about that. She said she was genuinely using me for warmth.
She's okay. So she told you that.
Yeah.
But
She has sent me snaps that were not entirely sexual, but like more than platonic. Like revealing.
okay.
in
So
ways.
okay, if she's just platonic, why would she send you those snaps then? Sounds like she's flirting with you. She's being flirtatious.
I mean, I wish, but she says the opposite to a lot. Like, if I ever do anything too flirtatious
But-
or romantic, she, like,
but
makes
don't-
sure I know.
But don't you think? And
That's why I've accepted it. Why would I doubt words?
no, but they lie. We lie, right? We were talking about this in the store. In my opinion, I think she's hiding. Like she does that, but at the same time, she's putting her guard up because she doesn't want to like maybe at this time do anything with you because maybe, like you said, she's dealing with some things. I think that's part of it. Where she at times she brings her guard down and shows you something, but then automatically pulls back to kind of throw you off. I mean, are you okay with that kind of yo-yo
Yeah.
activity? It's
I'm
okay.
fine
I
with
mean,
nothing happening.
huh?
I'm fine with nothing happening.
Okay. I just like for someone that really likes someone and they're doing that, it's maddening. You know, I had one like that, and it was maddening.
I get it. I understand.
It's
because
maddening.
you suppress, and you deny yourself it.
Yeah.
I am just fucking liking this girl. I'm
Yeah.
just enjoying liking her for whatever she's got going on.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
And you're
ask
not
her
pushing
out.
the issue.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask her
Yeah.
out.
See, that's
I'm not
where-
gonna try to make it a you're tied to me type thing.
That's where some of us made that mistake. We pushed it, and
Don't
you
push
know.
people when they're not ready.
yeah. And I wish I can go back in time and tell my younger self that, like what you're just saying, like, hey, just enjoy it, enjoy the life, enjoy
the
being
life.
with these people, and don't push the issue.
Because if at the end of her road she's someone I don't want to be with, then why did I try to make myself like someone who's turning into someone that I shouldn't have been with.
Right. Yeah.
There are a lot of signs where we're incompatible. Like, there's times where we cross signals in a way that confuses the hell out of me, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. That's not good.
Oh, okay. So it's definitely not all green lights here. There's definitely some yellow lights. If you had check boxes or green, yellow, red, like red meaning no, it's not a good thing. Do you think it's like she's one of those where it's like 50-50? Like there's some good things about it, but there's some things that are like, yeah, I don't know if that would be compatible with me.
Yeah. There are some things where I don't understand her thinking or why she said or did what she did. So I just, and like if I ask, I don't feel like I get a straight answer. So I just kind of go, well, I don't know what that meant or what that was, and then just let it go, because she's not someone who's trying to be romantic with me, so why bother wondering about it?
That's what I'm saying. Some of them, they do things and say things, and it's like, what the hell do they mean, right?
Yeah.
But I love your mentality about it, because you're like, hey,
this is how you don't get yourself like too attached or hurt by stuff like that. Because I'm like, why would I put effort and like worry into something that doesn't even necessarily want to be with me?
But yeah, in your case, I would say that's a great way to look at things, because you're like, hey, my lifestyle, I'm okay with having multiple friends, relationships that could.
If she does this with other people, I don't care.
Right, either way. But
I like whatever she's doing with me, and whatever we're getting to know each other. Whatever we're building is nice.
Yeah.
If it's just us being buddies and being weird, because it's something to do, then so be it. It's enjoyable.
And it's all about the relationships with others, and but like we talk about these constructs, how they, you have to have a girlfriend, you have to have a boyfriend, you have to get married, you got, so this polyamory is definitely it kind of breaks those, it shatters that.
For me, it's more about like,
it allows you to open up with people. You don't have that like, oh my God, I like her, damn, but do I really? I don't, my friends, but am I not? You don't have to worry about all that. There's no like, okay, well,
for me, it's like it's I can explore whatever bond I have, and I can give time and energy to the people who have time and energy for me in the moments they have them, and not have to worry about it. Yeah. Like that was the thing she said from the beginning, is she has no time or energy to put into, to even think about if we're compatible or any of those things. And
she's not with anyone that you know of.
I mean, she hangs out with plenty of other dudes who all like her and are also going, oh shit, she just wants to, be friends.
She's like Mary. Something about Mary.
Basically.
You ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
She's Mary.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call her Mary.
Everybody
wants to get with Mary, right? Or they're friends with her, but there's that.
I don't think any of them are trying too hard, because she's pretty she communicates pretty clear. Like,
so
no, I don't have
sets
time for this.
She sets the guidelines. She says, hey.
She's good at that. She communicates well in that regard. That's why it's been super easy for me to be like, okay,
you already know the rules.
I won't like you.
Yeah, you already know the ground rules.
Yeah, I won't become obsessed. Boom. If I would love for it to be that we are compatible if we take the time to get to know each other in that way. I would love for that to be the result. Of course, we have so much in common, and she is super attractive. Like, she has the prettiest eyes. I will freaking, they're big, and I just stare into them all the time, and I blush. But if not, I will definitely find other people who are compatible. It's never too hard.
Yeah, even living here. In the not exactly polyamory capital of the world here, but
yeah, Orlando is where it's at.
Of course, Orlando.
every now and again when I go on the apps, that's where I see people that
Orlando.
They're into anime, games, and they're polyamorous, and they're cute.
What are the age groups they usually find that are on these apps that are polyamorous? Is it younger or the older?
It's usually late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, but you don't see anyone older than that.
Not usually. I mean, sometimes.
Not any of them have kids and are polyamorous?
Some. I do, absolutely. I've seen middle-aged couples. They're usually still, like, we're married, but we're open.
And they have kids?
Mm-hmm.
And do they worry about what the kid thinks of the other partner?
I'm sure.
Is it an uncle or an aunt?
I don't ask. I haven't
You've never gotten that far?
that far with them.
That would be
yet.
interesting to find
I'm
out.
sure it's
like,
different person to person. Like, some people are more open. Some are like, you just never meet my kids. I mean, they do like dating like how I date. Is you don't meet my kids for 6 months. That's how I like to do it.
Interesting. Yeah. Like, here's Uncle Patriot. He's your uncle. He's going to be staying with us for a little while.
For me, I have no problem telling my kids, yes, this is my other girlfriend.
Daddy, you're supposed to only have one.
I'm sure the oldest one's mom will hate it. 'Cause
Yeah, but I thought she was until, like...
the Michigan one is the younger one's mom. She's more okay with everything.
But the
She
older,
said she would do a poly relationship in Michigan if I moved there.
But the other ones, no.
The other one, I think I could have stayed with if we were open in poly from the beginning, because she cheated on me a shit ton.
Yeah, but in her eyes, it wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't. It wasn't what we consider a standard poly. Like, she was hiding that from you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what cheating is.
And I did finally actually start talking to someone in a romantic way, and she found that and then left. And I was like, really, bitch? Like
how many times you did that shit to me? Wow. Huh.
I mean, ultimately it was me who pulled the plug, because she was like, I have feelings for someone, but we can try to work on it if you want. And I was like, hell no.
Cut the cord, bitch. See ya.
I was like, I let myself like someone else, and I was like, oh, it's someone who's like nice and considerate to me. I didn't ultimately date that person. I just saw where it wasn't good, but it was enough that I was like, all right, I need to get out of this fucking thing.
Man. Yeah, I wow. The only thing I can tell you is keep, and you know this, keep doing what you're doing, keep, and keep shaking those trees.
Yeah, I just, again, my goal is to spend time with people that I want to spend time with as much as I can until I die. So if some of those people...
It's all about that.
If I can find either... Like, I would be willing to be monogamous with the one that wants me to be monogamous if we got along good. Should that day ever come that we get along good.
But you're not looking for it.
All right.
If it's there, great. If not...
Yeah, that's 100% what it is. Same thing if the polycule situation happened. I've known them for years. I already know we're good. Like, I already know that I would get along with them. So if they've changed their mind, I would be like, okay, I'm going to go that route. Like, that's how that's going to go.
Wow.
Whatever happens is all good paths by me. If I stay alone forever, I'm fine with that too. I hate being with the wrong person. It's miserable. It makes me sad.
But don't you ever, I mean, we're young. You're younger, obviously, than me, but don't you want to have that someone to be with?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to live, because like
Correct.
my mom, she's alone. She's literally alone. And I said, well, you're the one that chose this. Why couldn't you? You could have stayed with this guy, or, maybe you could have met someone.
Because alone isn't that bad, man. I've been alone.
Yes.
I've been living alone.
Talk to my mom being alone.
I've been living alone for a few years now, and
but you have friends though.
Yeah,
you're not alone.
Well, you still make friends, and I will always spend time with friends.
You have friends.
I've done all my little hobbies on my own and been like, I enjoy this, but without people, I hate these things. Like, I don't like it as much. So I will always seek close bonds with people. I like having like 3 or 4 people that I text every day. So I juggle through those people, and not everybody keeps up with it. They like it for a while, and then they fade out of it. And I just find new people to text.
Okay.
If that's what happens with this one, if she just kind of gets like, nah, I don't want even to be friends with you, then I'll just be like, okay, I will find other people to be friends with.
Boy, you know what? He did you know he was coming?
No.
He pulled up like like Popo.
He was so excited to see us.
Holy crap! Yeah, we got a nice. Well, we're gonna take a quick segment. When we come back, we got a nice surprise guest. All right, and we're back. So, as I was saying, we were Patriot was finishing his story, and then somebody came up with me like he was Popo, and of course it's Philly Special. What's up, man? You better start. Don't run up at me like that, man. I'm from Miami, bro. What's up?
Means you'll bend over and take it from the back?
No, that means we're gonna. You can get hurt.
That means excuses not to be gay.
No. So what's up, man?
I don't know.
Everything good?
Life actually sucks, but
Life sucks.
Okay.
Well, life is suffering, I say. Life is not fair, I tell my son.
I think you actually posted a Facebook thing says life is two pains.
Yeah, what is it?
The pain of discipline,
yes,
or the pain of regret.
Yeah. Well, do you agree with that statement?
I agree with it.
How about you?
Yeah, for the most part.
Discipline or regret?
Discipline or pain of regret.
You can also regret all your discipline if it didn't get you anything.
Oh, this guy with his whole...
Hey.
In an awkward universe, if things had happened that way,
yeah,
then you know.
It's Mighty Duck or fucking what
Mighty Ducks.
The ducks. The
quack.
Yeah,
quack.
2 inches to the left, and I would have made the goal. And he went 2
but
inches to the right. You would have missed it.
Completely.
Yeah.
This guy.
It's true. Cause and effect.
But
for the most part, yeah, discipline does lead to good things.
No, man, it's better to have good pain of discipline than pain of regret, because the pain of discipline,
but regret,
do what you have to do.
Regret drives you crazy.
Yeah,
although discipline is so hard.
That is why I'm so nutty.
Yeah,
regret.
Yeah, it's our. We all have it.
I regret not buying a 6-pack at this point.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, it's all good. I had.
You want to hit the bowl?
No, I don't. Listen, there's a regret in life not becoming a pothead compared to an alcoholic, because alcoholism has caused me mainly regrets. Had I just been fucking a pothead, the DARE program, the gateway drug, the gateway, everybody's open to do whatever the fuck they want.
My gate was closed.
DARE is okay. Has accepted weed as okay to do. Dare the lion, the professional. There's a little pot leaf lion now because
is there a pot leaf lion?
Dare is approved.
Really?
Weed.
That's like so. Goddamn.
Yeah, your whole life could be different.
My whole life's been a lie.
You could be living
right.
My whole life's been a lie. Don't smoke weed.
Regret.
Don't smoke weed. Okay, just smoke some weed.
It's okay now, because it's everywhere.
Now it's okay.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. But if you smoke weed now, it'll be okay now.
I don't know, but let's stop thinking about sad things. Let's talk about random topic.
Okay, go ahead.
All right? Because if we were to have a hot dog soup competition, what hot dog soup would you make?
What the fuck?
Whoa.
You know, if you had to make a hot dog soup, what kind of hot dog soup would you make?
But
beef broth.
Beef broth with hot dog?
Yeah.
So describe us how that would work.
Beef hot dog, first of all.
So you'd have hot dogs and a beef broth.
Yeah, because I feel like
everybody would try to serve
the
water they cooked it in with the hot dog.
No, there would be lots of other things going on. I'm just saying that's my starting point.
Well, what's the lots of other things?
Am I allowed to have just anything?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. It's your
Potatoes.
soup.
It's an open-ended.
So hot dogs, potato, beef broth.
Man, okay.
Okay, that sounds like crap. What would you have?
Can I use chili instead of soup?
Well, I mean, if you
can
do whatever however you want. Like that's the thing.
I want chili. I want a chili with hot dogs in it. Cut it up. Yeah,
I would have a little bit of chili pepper, but I would go more probably paprika, garlic.
Paprika, a little pepper sauce. Okay.
Maybe a little black pepper.
Sadly, that's the thing is chili would be one of my things because I would do a chili cheese dog soup. Have a cheese-based soup. Nice hot dog.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna have like soup and a hot dog. That sounds like a poor person's meal.
Well, in 1967,
I put hot dogs in goddamn ramen. So
in 1967,
you do work for this. I mean, the money's tight, very tight.
You work for the Big P. In 1967,
the Big P. We're talking about the Big W. Yeah.
1967, the
you were
championship.
When you were born.
No, I wish life would be so different. What I'd be right
Would
now.
It be? You might have.
I wouldn't even be
you might
10.
Have. You might have.
I wouldn't even be 10.
You might have hepatitis and.
If I could have all
fought
the
in the
numbers
war.
I have
No,
now,
that's
I'd have
so
9 children. Because I'd be fucking old. Never mind.
If I joined the Navy, I'd have 8 children, 1 on each continent. But anyways, yeah.
The number 1 winning soup, 2016 hot
Okay.
dog soup champion
Okay.
was a miso soup hot dog.
Miso.
Yeah.
Wow.
Miso.
I've had miso before
Just
at
banking off the
Benihana's.
broth. Just
Yeah.
banking off the broth. I know this is random as fuck.
That's
but
okay.
So
I
is
like
my
random.
appearance.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned something. Is lying the same as omitting to tell someone something? Is it the
Omitting to
same
tell
thing?
the truth?
Omitting.
Omitting to say something to them is the same as lying. Is it? Yes or no? I give you the floor. Patriot.
I'll knock this out of the park.
Please do, because I was
I
fighting
think
with
you're
him
the
on this.
same way I do.
It's not a lie to omit the truth, but it is disingenuous and dishonest.
Is it the same as lying?
No, you can't say,
Why not?
"Oh, I lied," but you omitted, which is the intention of being disingenuous, dishonest, and probably manipulative to a situation. So you're still being just, if not worse, because you considered lying and chose to do worse than that. That's
yeah,
what
but
it
if they
kinda
never
feels.
ask you something, like let's say,
That means you knew that's what they wanted to know, and you still, you chose to make this something
Okay.
you can deal with later.
But
and maybe
for
I
you,
can get away with
let's
it.
go with your situation. You're polyamorous. Let's say if you meet a girl and she never asked you if you had children, and then at some point she realized you have children. She goes, "I didn't know you had children." Did you lie to her? Did you admit it?
That depends on how
And it
much
becomes an issue.
talking communications happened prior to this.
Okay.
If
But
it's
would
like
you give
went
that
on a
up?
first date and they didn't know, I'll let you. That seems fine.
That's the first question you asked, then yes, I'll be truthful about it. But if you don't ask me,
That's
I'm
what I'm
not
saying.
lying.
That's where I feel like
See,
you can get away with that.
I was gonna get a whole
If
Jedi.
someone-
I
If
was
they've
gonna get
made
a
their intentions clear, they want something romantic. You gotta bring that up. I feel like pretty quick.
Okay.
I feel bad. I was gonna get a whole. We were off because I was gonna get a whole
So-
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So Obi-Wan,
Obi-Wan
Philly
Kenobi.
1 Kenobi. What do you say of this?
I just
Is
feel
lying the same as omitting
if you
or failing
omit,
to mention something?
absolutely not. This is my first answer because if
Why?
you omit to tell the truth, you're not lying. If you tell the version you need to say to hear to make someone happy, then it's not lying. You're telling them. First
agree.
off, you're telling them what they want to hear.
I agree.
Second off, you're saying only things that are facts. That's like, there's 3 of us here. If me and you have a conversation and Patriot's not involved in, and we know between our conversation, and if Patriot comes up and asks me a question about a conversation, I'm not going to lie to him. If we talked about how much you hate birds, Patriot's like, hey, how does this guy feel about birds? I'll be like, I would think that, he was hopeful about it, but, maybe he's not 100% about them. That's not lying. That's admitting the fact that I know that you hate birds. I'm not lying to him in any way. It's a very random and stupid analogy. But it's not
You're getting
lying.
it. You're
It's
getting
not
it,
lying
right.
if you go through it. It's not lying. It's just not admitting the entire truth. I never lied to him. I
Right.
didn't, but I'm
you
keeping...
didn't-
This comes down to keeping truths, actually, the way I'm putting it.
Well, you don't. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
I fought with it too, and I agree with
It
you
isn't
guys.
your place to tell someone's anything.
Right.
You know
We've
what I mean?
all been stuck in a triangle or a fucking quad pod or however many people. Where even right now I'm in a situation where I know many people that I know a
That's
friend of
why,
mine that's
again,
in trouble.
Omission isn't a lie. It's just it is still
I
being
choose-
disingenuous.
I choose not to say things
but it's
to
for a good
protect them.
cause at that point.
But if you knew, let's say you knew 2 people, they were together, and one was cheating on the other, and you knew about it, but you knew if you told the other one, it would ruin their lives and would cause problems, or let them live the lie. Not saying nothing, is that you lying to them, or is that just not staying out of their business? Because I was told today that, no, I would tell you, if I knew your girl was cheating on you, I'd tell you. I'm not going to lie to your face and say that nothing's going on or just not say
Depends.
anything. You see what I'm saying?
There's-
That's where he
there's
threw
a
me
lot
off,
of-
and I was
there
like,
are a lot of
There's so
things.
many variables.
I know there is.
Have
and
I
that's the
known-
whole thing.
If I've known you longer than him and he was cheating on your girl, I'd straight up tell you, hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if I met you guys through the same girl that she's doing whatever her things with, and girl, guy,
She knew the girl
guy,
first?
guy, whatever.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: it's
Hey,
not.
whatever.
It's not my job to fucking put that out there.
Okay.
All right, so I will omit the truth. I will ride with whatever you feel is comfortable. You know, I'm not the type to destroy somebody's relationship or situation.
That's where that's
if
where
I
was
know
like,
that you are in the wrong, like, see, it's again,
it's rough.
to know that you're in the wrong. Like, if you're fucking shit up, actually there was I don't know, fuck.
Again, we don't
Don't
mention
drink
names.
alcohol. Alcohol is a bad thing. Alcohol will make people fucked up. Alcohol.
Yeah,
make
but
you think things.
alcohol and weed can be the truth serum too. I always say
Oh, yeah.
alcohol makes people say things they wouldn't say if they weren't. Although people that can't control themselves, that's where it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
That's where I would say for some it becomes a problem. For
Ultimately,
both drugs,
I would say that I would omit things that I could not to stir the pot. But if it was something like life-changing or something that was like holding you in the balance to like, if you have the opportunity with somebody that could treat you better, but you're fixated on this guy that I know is cheating on you, I would spill the beans.
Okay.
But if you're in a situation where both of you are cheating or one is cheating and nobody knows either way, I would just keep my mouth shut unless
None
that
of my
was
business.
directly entitled to me or directly addressed to me.
Okay. I
Again,
like I said,
a little tipsy,
it's all right. Hey, we like it.
but that's where, even with me and you, Patriot, we've had that conversation about cheating and not cheating. You're in a relationship where it's, you know, you guys know you're seeing other people, to where I will fully admit it's not cheating. At the same time,
Not
in the
married.
situations,
Not married.
When someone doesn't know what's going on, that's cheating.
Right.
Yeah.
When they're not.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that is, unfortunately. So,
if
if they're unaware, even if they're polyamorous,
But are you
if
in a
they're
relationship
unaware
with
and
that
they're-
person?
and they're not in a situation where
But
it's
are
okay,
you in a relationship with that person?
then that's
But are you in a
That's
relationship?
cheating.
Are you in a relationship
but-
with one? And
I'm
then the
not-
other one you're messing around with. If you're not in a relationship,
he knows.
it's you're
I
not
have-
cheating.
I
know,
shut my
Shame's
mouth
all
'cause
over
I
his
know.
face.
But,
It's-
wait a
it's-
second. But are you in a relationship with one person and sleeping with another? Are you in a relationship with one of them? Like,
not
are you an
flinging
idol?
here, which is why half my life's depressing.
but okay. So I mean, if at the time when this happened, were you together with that first person? I don't know, because it seems like you're having issues between.
Listen,
two girls.
his moral compass seems a lot better than mine.
Well, yeah, but he has his guidelines. He's okay with doing what he's doing. So in his case, he's
Here's
okay
where
with
I might
that.
overstep the bounds. You laugh. Is when, so you know a couple, it's polymorphic.
Polymorphic. Another
You're
relationship.
kind of already
What
in a
kind of
relationship
relationship
with
is
the
that?
girl.
No,
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 it's-
she wants to be. He said no.
She wanted to be in a relationship with you.
He knows about this one.
She
No,
wanted to be in
the
a
same
relationship
one.
with you, and the guy was kind of like, and she got him to say, hey, I'm down with this.
No, he.
It sounded like
You're
she
telling
was.
this story very backwards.
I'm telling this story
Yeah.
very
You're doing
backwards.
such a bad
This is
job.
the.
I'm doing a bad job.
This is
Here's
the story. As you
here's-
tell it, it
okay.
changes.
Here's
Because
how,
I told the real version of
Here's-
this earlier.
Yeah, we
Here's
heard
how
how he
it-
said it. So this
at
is
this time,
Philly
my
Special's
mindset,
version
my mindset is,
of Patriot's story.
I like this girl. She was involved with another guy.
Yeah.
She would not do anything with me because she was with this guy who wasn't poly, but then she got him to be like open to the idea about being poly.
Well,
Yeah,
Again,
but
again,
he-
again.
but-
This is the way I understand it. Is so she got
His
him to
version
say,
of it.
"Hey, I'll be poly."
It's a dramatization
So
of
he
the
now
actual
became
story.
poly, and she said, "Hey, now that we're poly, I'm gonna get with the guy I wanted to be with."
and then he said,
All right, and he still didn't know that before poly initiated, she wanted
No, he did
you.
know. He knew the whole
He
time.
knew
He
all
has
the
known
time.
the whole time,
He knew it all
right.
the time. So
And
what I'm
that's the
saying is,
problem.
like, here comes back to that lies and truths and holding back secrets. Is that
Yeah, but they never held back.
they never held back.
Okay.
Wait.
She told him immediately.
Right.
Still-
So there
okay.
was no
So
secrets in this.
So
He just
I'm
can't
a
handle the
dumbass.
truth.
Yeah.
I should shut up.
Yeah.
No.
Sit back inside. But what I'm saying is, like, if you, here comes back to holding back truth. If you know you want this,
Yes.
but you hold it back from him or her, but you play the cards and make him or her think this is what we both want, just to get what you want. Are you following me?
Yes.
Because I'm not following me.
No, I know what you're saying. That is
But
his
it comes down to
paranoia
is like
still.
it
Yes.
comes down to like
Even though she was open, that's still his paranoia.
so now he is like, okay, we'll do this, and she gets what she wants to end, which leads back to all women are bitches.
No, he
Not
said,
bitches.
He
ass-
said
no,
he,
not bitches. Conniving.
Men are from
deceiving,
Mars.
Fucking
Men are from Mars.
He
Women are from
basically
Venus.
said you can have anyone but him.
He's sitting with him. So
What's the Billy Joel song? She's always a woman to me,
she's
right?
always
That
wanted
that
me. It's Billy
song,
Joel.
that song is very true because
Take her
they
or
do
leave
all
her.
these things, but at the end of the day, they're women. They're always women to
They
us.
are smarter than us. They fucking
Right. They
pieces
manipulate,
of
like you said, they're
sh-
manipulative. They know how to get our, and they know what we want, right? Because we're
Yeah.
dogs. So, for us, normal red meat eating guys. Now, Patriot is different animal. Entirely,
different
he's different, and he's almost like a Vulcan. If you guys watch Star Trek, you know you have your regular people, and then fucking Patriot's like a damn. Patriot's like Spock. Like, how can you be this way? How can you live this way? Like, well, it's logical that I'm going to have a relationship with multiple women, and it's going to be okay. I have no problem. But the rest of them are like, are you fucking crazy?
The girls are
we can't
all,
do that.
The girls are all like, we get it, makes sense. It's the guys that are like,
Yeah, because most guys, most guys
I want to be
are-
the hottest one, though. That's basically what it is.
Right.
That's what it boils down to.
Because they're okay with it until they actually see it, and they're like, no.
That's what it. I've had.
Right?
I've had multiple guys be like, "Yeah, I'm fine with it," and then
Until-
they meet me, and they're like,
Nah.
and like, I'm not, tooting my own horn here, but I am
Yeah,
better
you are.
looking than in better shape, kind of thing. And I'm so nice. I'm just. That's
Okay,
how I
so you need
always
to
am.
get ugly.
If y'all can look at it,
Get ugly,
he
and
looks
then
like
you'll
a
get more.
redneck.
I'm not a redneck.
He looks like a redneck. He's got like
Nothing about
he's got
me
like
is
a
redneck.
half beard, unshaven shit. He's dressed in overalls, which is unbelievable.
He's got a Ninja Turtle shirt.
Under the overalls.
Like, he wasn't even born when that came out.
Did I say overalls?
Like, I played that in the arcade. Did you play that in the arcade? No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
How?
I
What
did.
year were you
Dick.
born?
87.
Okay, so when you were able to play it, you were like, could barely get your face over the fucking
is-
screen
yeah.
playing it like this.
It's like which
You
which
were-
turtle am I?
Yeah, which one am I?
I had
Just
a
keep hitting the
chair
button, Patriot.
that I stood on.
Oh, okay. See, we didn't need a chair because we're closer in age,
My
right?
parents,
A little bit.
My parents went to bowling a lot, and there
Oh,
was a
yeah,
little
yeah.
arcade with like 5 machines in there.
What was the bowling alley? What was the games that were in the
I
bowling
will
alley?
bet money right now I can name the 5 machines.
You want it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. We're gonna go. You tell us how many we get. Okay, so there's 5 arcade machines.
5
in the
arcade machines in
and
the
you
bowling
go ahead,
alley.
name your 5. What were in there?
There were the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle machine, which
Nah.
would have been the number 2
I don't think
of the
so.
series. There was the X-Men machine.
Oh,
All right. There was
really?
the
Damn,
Area
that's a good
51.
bowling alley.
Area 51.
There was a gun game. I don't remember what it was.
It was
but
probably Area 51.
Operation Wolf,
There was Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
but it wasn't
Or
called
whatever
Mike Tyson.
boxing
No, it was
thing.
called Punch Out.
Punch Out.
Yeah, because Mike Tyson
No,
wasn't
they're-
a part of that.
1 out of 3. The other one was the Simpsons game.
No.
Dude, these
Wow.
people. You're talking about all the
Gone
the
too
best group.
There was a couple older ones.
All right, so can I start now?
So there's Pac-Man and
Stop.
fucking...
Hey, no, you said your shit. You made your piece. You lost.
I had 3 of 5
Family
right now.
Feud. Yeah, you lost.
Survey
All right.
says...
Survey
shut
said.
the fuck up.
You got the big X. All right, so Miss Pac-Man, Galaga.
Galaga.
Now I'm older, so I doubt this one. Pole position.
That is
Yeah.
The fuck is pole
See,
position?
you guys are old. There was a racing
I don't
game.
actually.
Oh, okay,
Daytona.
yeah.
Daytona.
I got you.
There was a racing.
It's the game that
I don't know what it was.
Where the car would like flip
Turbo,
over.
where Turbo
But there
jump
was also a
games
pinball
from Red
No, no. That was a fake game. So what were the games? in there?
Turbo-tastic.
Turbo-tastic. Daytona, yes. What was in there? Well, they had also another game called Afterburner. It would be like a rear view of a F-14.
No, not an F-14.
And then there was a
a fucking Indy car. Like,
No, there was another one where a guy was running. and he just runs, and there was like.
Why do you have shooting
around.
fingers with a guy running? What are you playing, like fucking?
Because you held it like a joystick and you fired it, and the guy would be running.
It looks
What the hell
like
was
you
it
were
called?
playing fucking Survivor the Game. Like,
No.
we'll kill this person.
See, you guys are younger than me, but we played different games. Like we had a game called Paperboy where it was an actual bike.
I
And you
never
started out,
had
and you
the
would
actual
go like
bike.
this. You would go like this, and there was a button you would hit, and he would throw the newspapers.
Yeah, I played Paperboy
Okay.
for Nintendo, but I never had the arcade version.
There was the arcade. See, when you got it, I played it in the arcade, and I spent a shitload of money on it. And there was always that burglar that would look at you, and I always tried to hit him. I always wanted to hit the burglar.
Well, that's extra points.
I know. And then a fucking dog would knock me out. I hated that damn dog. It would always come out of nowhere and fucking hit me. God damn you, Paperboy. Oh my God.
Wow, we really went across the spectrum.
That's
there.
okay though. But it's okay. Bowling alley.
So, what were the 5 games?
Yeah. What were the 5 games? Sorry.
Galaga, the
course.
Ninja Turtles game.
Wow. Okay.
There was a racing game. I don't remember what it was called.
Daytona.
Yeah, it's
I
probably
just don't.
the one with the.
There was a shooting game, but I don't remember what it was
What's the
called.
shooting game?
And then there was a pinball machine.
Oh, an actual.
Oh, that's not a video game though.
I mean, that was.
Yeah.
Pinball
it's a
machine is not a
game.
video game.
It's a
That's
game.
not a video game. There is no video in that
Yes,
game.
there is.
That's just what was
Some
there.
of them have videos on
No,
them.
no, some of them do, but back in that day, there
When
was
I think
not.
of arcades, I think of pinball machines.
Right.
Which pinball machine was it?
I have no idea.
Oh, you don't know? It was like a
Yeah,
movie.
it was
Some of them are
Star Wars, they're
movies. Some of them,
movies,
yeah. Pinballs are like our parents, maybe your grandparents, but like my parents are older brothers and sister generation. Like,
Hey, you
when I
know
got
what?
to the arcades, there were very few pinball machines at that
Then
point.
you should go out to the fucking what's that place in Stewart?
They had pinball machines.
Play It Again has 19 pinball games.
Yeah, I've been there.
Really?
Play It Again.
Play money.
Play Money out in Stewart.
Play it again.
It's one of the last arcade. They actually
Is that over
any
there by
ar-
that
That's
Publix?
where the monthly was. that I
Over-
was telling
by
you
that
about.
Publix
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
downtown.
yeah.
Okay.
Over,
I never.
over by the Big P. And,
Yeah.
That's when.
No, that's Publix. We're not.
That's when
We
I
don't
hung
work
out.
at Publix. I can say Publix. I like shopping at Publix. Like, don't you guys like
no,
shopping
over
at
here
Publix?
at Costco, it's cool. You know?
Yeah,
It's
compared to
cool.
what we do, I think Publix is pretty good.
Yeah, they're all right. They got
Yeah.
those buy one get
Everything's
one.
BOGO and shit. Like,
Hot dogs this week only. Buy one
Yeah.
get one. Not
and like
found
they always
following.
got Panera soup that's on sale.
Oh, that's
I feel
coming up
bad
this
for
week.
anybody who has to fucking store it in their coolers.
I was looking for John. We actually finally got rid of all that cheese. And I went to find John. I'd be like, John, I got the fucking bird out of the freezer. He'd be like, thanks, man. I'd be like, but now I'm
Wait till he
coming in
comes
with
in
a
tomorrow.
big ass thing of soup.
No, he's got a bird and 2 fucking floats of Panera.
Dude,
soup.
I'm looking at.
What are you, crazy?
I'm looking at Shay Ryan, and I'm like, hey, can I go break those down on this one so we get 2 carts out and only have one? She's like, no. Like, okay.
I told your assistant, I don't know her name. I said, hey, I think
Kayla.
we need more. I think we need more soup.
Listen,
I don't think you ordered enough soup.
you'd be surprised that is actually gonna go. That's gonna
well,
fly.
Not fucking quick enough. But I don't care.
Yeah, what's really funny is I love how we're like 2 weeks behind our sales because it's like we had carry-on gold cheese, buy one get one. We have had none for the past week.
Yeah, but St.
Now
Patty's
we have 47 fucking
cases. Yeah, well, St. Patty's is this
Video,
week, so.
2 days left on that sale. Like, get the fuck! I hate this place so much.
So, all right. So it is St. Patrick's Day. We're gonna finish up with this. So St. Patrick's Day is coming up. When we're recording this episode, we're like it's March 12th. Any of you guys have plans for St. Patty's Day? Have you ever any St. Patty's stories? Because I've told mine before. They don't need to hear my long-winded going bar hopping and fucking getting tore up. But I'll start with you, Philly. Any St. Patty's stories or anything you're doing this week? Is
the
there
best
anything?
St. Patrick's
Yes.
Day of my life.
Yes, talk about it.
Let's what was that? That'd have been St. Patrick's Day of 2005.
Ooh.
I
Was this here
bought.
or in New
No,
Jersey?
this was. I was actually. I was living in Jersey. I was up in New York. There's a lot of shit that went on that year's because
Yeah, but just St. Patty's. Just St. Pat's.
it was St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Previously, I had opening day tickets for the Broadway play.
Oh.
Mel Brooks, the producers.
Wow, you saw
tickets.
producers.
I had opening tickets.
Springtime
with-
for Hitler
yes,
and
and
Germany. I
I
love that's the
had it
only one I can watch.
Matthew Broderick and Nathan Lane.
They were there?
Yeah, my well. Here's the thing:
Holy
is
shit.
my mother
I'm
who
jealous.
cheated on my stepfather. the guy who cheated
Gotta throw
on
that
me
in there.
gave me tickets, and I was like, "Fuck you!" and I threw him back in his face.
What?
I was like, "What the fuck did I do?" And I had
Could've
to go
sold
back,
him.
and
Could've sold him.
on a St. Patrick's Day, they came back to the one-day thing, so I got to see it with Matthew Roddick and Nathan Lane.
So they did it.
They
there
did
in
it. It was a
Broadway.
one-day.
Because they did a
afternoon
movie.
matinee. Yeah,
This
they
is a
did it.
movie
They
of
did a
it.
movie, but here's the thing: is the Broadway show they finally had after the running, so I got to see it with them.
Was
And,
Will Ferrell in it too?
No, this was the Broadway version, not the movie. So I got to see with them. I picked up a St. Patrick's Day hat. I think I was
Okay.
only 20 years old, and I was underage.
So you weren't able to drink. So you weren't able to
Here's
drink.
the thing.
So you had St.
Here's the
Patrick's
thing.
Day
20 years
sober.
old in New York, they didn't give a shit. So I got fucking.
Now, how is it
shit-faced.
in New York on St. Patty's? Because a couple years ago, I was supposed to go there for St. Patty's, and it didn't happen.
I mean, it is what it is. You're at the bars. You're all drinking at St.
Yeah, but
Patrick's Day.
is the city like kind of dressed up for it, or just the
yes,
Irish bars?
Yes and no. All I know is and you'll see me because I have a hat that I've worn since that day.
I have a hat. I don't have it with me.
The hat is going.
St.
I
Patrick's
guess
hat.
now it'd be 11 years strong because it was
And it hasn't been washed.
2003.
That's right, it hasn't been
2003.
washed.
But it's one time. I won't tell you the year.
Mm.
But yeah, I still have that hat. It was like one of the best St. Patrick's Day I ever had.
So you got the Broadway show. You went.
I got to see the Broadway
Did you go to
show,
a few
the producers,
bars?
Went to a few bars. Actually, sadly, one of the bars was like
Did
an
you bang an
Applebee's or a
Irish chick?
Chili's.
Did you bang an Irish chick?
Oh
that night?
man, I was only 20.
Did
I
you
was
have some
young
corned
and dumb.
beef and hash?
I hate that shit.
Did you run into any Irish people? Because I always say Irish people, like pure Irish from the country.
Run into them? No,
They're
no.
amazing. They're just their accent. When I was in EMT school one year, I'll tell another St. Patrick's. We went out and he's Irish, and I was like, dude, you got an amazing accent, like in the way he talks.
Yeah, grow up in South Jersey where we have everybody over there.
Yeah,
I
but
hung
like-
out with Irish guys every
but
summer
like
long.
true Irishmen, like
Like
people
true
that were,
Irishmen
like,
that were like the guys that would sit at the bar
they talk
drinking
like
too
this.
much.
They talk like this. I don't think you're telling me, Paddy.
They don't really talk like
No, but these are people that talk like that. This
No,
guy was
no,
young,
this
and I
was-
was like, holy shit, you got a
This
cool
is
ass
more
accent.
of the. I don't know what I just said. I never knew what they
Nobody
said.
knows what you just said.
They'd beat the shit out of each other and then buy a beer and be
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, no, I
Okay.
fucking
All right.
trust me. The Irish.
So producers.
But yeah, I
and
got
you
to
went
see.
some Irish bars in New
I
York.
got to have a show watching the producers.
That's awesome.
Seeing
Hell
the
yeah.
original cast.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking, I have a hat. You will
Fuck
see it.
yeah.
Like I said,
Yes,
it's
you
the
gotta
same
bring
hat
it
from that year.
Bring it
I've had multiple
tomorrow.
people try to buy this hat off me. I will not sell it. It's one of those cat in the hat, green and white striped ones.
I have a Guinness hat, a big Guinness hat I got that year that I went bar hopping. It's a big ass Guinness hat, but it got burnt. Somebody burned off a cigarette on the top. But I have.
It wasn't me.
No, it was you.
I'm just letting you know it wasn't me.
No, it could have been you.
Might have been.
Unless you were down in Davie back in 2005.
Lord
But
knows
no, you
what
were
I
in New
do,
York.
but
So
it
no,
wasn't
you were in
me.
New York. No way. All right, so Patriot. Number one, plans for St. Patty's Day. If not, any memorable St. Patty's Day stories? Anything that you've done in the past? Anything that's memorable?
I don't
right?
actually ever do almost anything I usually work.
You've never done anything on St. Patty's Day?
St.
You've never
Patrick's Day
wanted
is on
to?
a Sunday this
This
year.
year, which sucks
and I
ass.
do not work Sundays.
I don't
so-
either. So what's up?
It's the wrong kind of green.
Let's go, Duffy's. I think if my
Uh,
son, I think if my son would go, and then we got to
Listen, you go with me, you're getting fucking wasted.
Then no, I can't go with you because I got to go to work in the morning. Unless you start early.
I gotta work till 3, so let's go.
I'll let you know because my son is probably gonna want to go, and then I gotta. Yeah,
Some kind of
I gotta
soccer
put the
game.
regulator on it.
What kind of soccer game? Have you talked about your 1-17 soccer team?
No. We're 3-1, and you know it's a big week coming back from spring break. I'm gonna tell them this is. I'll give you guys a speech so you guys get to hear you guys are my players.
Have you been working on this in the mirror?
Yeah. I get up in the morning and I do Nick Saban?
Pretend like we're 14.
All right, you guys are ready? 14. All right, guys, we're 3-1. We're playing this school. I can't name the school, but we're playing this school. We beat them, okay? And then we play another team that we beat them as well. We could end up by the end of this week having the best record in the county, or we could end up being 500 and not knowing what the hell we're doing. Are you ready to rise to the challenge?
But coach,
Are
what
you
if
ready
we
to
kick
rise
the
to the
ball
challenge?
2 inches to the right?
Again, yeah, like in the first half against this other team. But guys, it's just literally 2 inches to the right. You could be winning or losing, and literally we were that close in some of these games. So, are you ready to do what it takes?
I'm so ready to do what it takes,
right, let's go.
and I'm ready to get the ice cream. Mom said there's going to be ice cream. All you got to do is stay in the game for 36 seconds.
It's actually 60 minutes now. Yeah, they lowered it.
I don't know.
But anyways.
Listen, it was really a good speech.
Thank you.
I was pumped.
I can't curse and shit, but...
I was pumped.
But the kids are good. I have a good group. I think we have a chance. I think I'm going to get my name
Are you
up
going
on
to
the
finish
gym.
it with the win or lose? We're still getting ice cream?
No, they don't do ice cream. They get water.
Well,
See, when I was playing...
Well, thank God they get
When
water.
I was playing, we got oranges. When I was playing, we did orange. I don't know if you guys ever played soccer.
You're going to go play
you get oranges.
for 40 minutes. If
60
you don't
minutes,
win,
60
you're not getting any water.
Right.
Shit.
Yeah,
you
we
were
would
winning up to
They
that
do
moment.
water breaks now.
You were winning up
Dude,
to
they
that
do
moment.
water breaks. We never did that when I was growing up. They would play, and we played a half, and then we, have our
Water breaks?
juice.
That's what they have second
No, like
teams.
in 30 minutes, like 60 minutes. Out of like 15 minutes, they say, all right, water break. They come to the sideline, they drink water, and they go back out and play. They have 2 water breaks per game. They never did water breaks when I was
I
growing
was
up.
going to say, we're the line changer. You just change this fucking grid.
Yeah,
Get there,
no,
you
you
go have
just
some
put them
water,
to the line.
whatever.
Right, but no.
You got to stop the game entirely.
They
Just-
stopped the game for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and they can't go. They can't sit on the bench. They have to be like, if that's the line, they got to stay over there, and we have to give them the water.
Well,
Yeah, it's
fuck,
so fucking.
in 10 years, you better be able to sit down.
I
wanna sit down
but
with
I
my
can't
water.
sit down. And I'm
I'd
big,
like to
but-
pinkies up, sip my water, and be like,
With your
hey, can I get a
pinky
newspaper?
up, your pinky up,
Okay. So we're on a, listen,
Let me
we're
get
on the
some
we're on
La
the
Croix.
5-minute break. Don't give me shit, coach. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, that team
Nah, the
won that
kids are
shit.
good. The kids, I got a good group. Although I had one kid. He got they call it a blue card now. I don't know if you guys play soccer. If you ever played, there's
Yellow
2 cards
card,
you get.
red
Yellow,
card.
red. Yellow is like you get warning. If you get a second one in a game, that's a red. You get thrown out for the next game. Well, here they have red, which the only way you can get a red card is if you fight. Like literally, you have to fight someone on the field. They have yellow, and they have something called a blue card. So let's say if you take a guy out from behind, one of my players actually did a backslide and took him out. They gave him a blue card.
So he targeted him.
He targeted him. He got eliminated. He got taken out of the game, but the blue card says you can come back the next game. Yeah, and if you get a yellow card, you have to come out for a minute. So let's say you foul someone and they give you a card. The player actually has to come out. You have to sub them out, and then the next time there's a stoppage, the kick can come back. So it's like they're getting a timeout. Yeah, this is something I did not deal with when I played soccer, but, hey, whatever. Adapt and overcome, as I learned in fire school. You adapt and overcome.
So what if we just replaced the ball with the giant balloon?
Yeah.
We just had them kick the balloon.
Right.
And you go around the field
Yeah.
making compliments.
Yeah, no. How about eliminate the goalies and there'd be like fucking
Hey,
scores would be
yeah,
like 20,
why
25.
have could we just not have goalies?
I would be amazing. I would love
I'd
that.
be surprised. 'Cause I'm pretty sure like hockey, they'd miss fucking 30% of the time.
They'd
but,
still miss, right? So, but yeah.
damn,
thank
if
you.
I was only
Thank
2
you
inches to the left, it would have been in, coach. Ever since
if it was
someone
2
mentioned
inches, and it was 2 inches more.
the Mighty Ducks, the greatest. And the best part of that movie is where he's like, "Damn, Charlie, I never realized that." It took me 37 years from the wisdom of a 12-year-old to realize, fuck, I've been losing my life over this shit. But 2 inches to the right, you would have missed.
Great movie, but I grew up down here in Florida. We don't fucking play hockey, so I was like, okay. You're up from New Jersey, so a little different for you guys.
Well, we really didn't play hockey either. We were still
No.
a couple fucking degrees off, but
it's cold enough
literally
up there. Shit.
temperature and all that shit. Nah, but we got all that salt air, and it doesn't.
Yeah, not the same. Wow.
Time to get out.
Yeah, I thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for the surprise, Philly. It's really a pleasure when you come here.
I
because
like
it
to
just
put some
blows it up.
randomness. I like to put some randomness.
And then Patriot, thank you, and definitely keep us posted. I wish you the luck and best of luck.
keep us
and,
posted. Don't omit non-truths.
and remember, sometimes you just gotta whip it out and stick it in their face, and that usually works. Used to work for me back in the day.
Sounds like terrible.
Yeah, that sounds like premeditated.
Well, that's
rape.
what I was told one day. Listen, just whip it out
Damn.
and show it to them.
This dude just took it to a new level.
I'm
Yeah,
just
we were
saying.
just sitting there.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just gonna like people and not touch them.
Hey, yeah, well, I may touch them a little bit.
Please step away from me as you say
No,
that.
you know what I mean. All right, guys, thanks for listening to Family 05 Rec Room Podcast. You know where to find us. Thank you, boys. Peace.
Fart noises.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at the Fam305.